Yo, 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 yo. Another episode. Boli Goli in the shop. Cachetti in the shop. We working for y'all. Vintage Talk. All we do is footy. All we talk is footy. Boli, how you doing? How you
Episode
feeling?
4, here we are,
How you feeling?
blessed for the summertime. Of course, it's a World Cup summer, and we're at the end of it. I'm doing great, bro. This is the business time of the season or the summer or of the tournament, however you want to look at it. Some of us look at it as the biggest event in football, man. It's the biggest party of the summer, and we got the biggest teams available, bro. I'm geeked. Our top three, I think, predictions besides Netherlands. But I think we had agreed that those top three teams were going to be up there, and they are, which is Argentina, Spain, and I think the clear favorite, France, and of course England. I mean, I didn't want to forget about them because they knocked out Mexico, but I mean they're there, bro, with good merit. Um, Feeling good, bro. Feeling good. That was a long intro, but it's just kind of
That's
a
good.
recap of how it's been this summer so far, and
People
I'm
like hearing your
excited, bro. I'm
voice.
excited. Let's do it. But
People
yeah,
like
bro.
hearing your voice, Boli. They want to see you smile a
Appreciate
little
you.
bit too.
For real. I mean, bro, you were talking about Pumas, you were talking about
Hey, you know
Mexico.
what?
I
You know
was
what's
getting sad,
crazy?
bro. It's been a sad year for me.
Yo, you know what's crazy though?
Yep.
Yesterday, today's Monday, right? Yeah, yesterday. I was like driving back to San Jose, just chilling, little podcast on, bro. And I was like, damn, this feels like when there's no football, like no NFL. It's Sunday, no games. Like, I was like, what the hell is no games, bro? How many games was the World Cup? I think it was like 100 and something. I think we're like already like at 90, like nine or something. I don't even know. I'm just capping, boys and
I
girls.
want to say it was over
There's a lot though.
104, something like that. It might have bbeen 114, but
Yeah,
I
we're at
think
our
I think for
last
sure over
four.
104. So it's just 100 games later, at the very least.
We
It's
got
been
like
quite the
four left,
ride,
bro.
bro. It's been quite the ride, bro. Being
I
able
think I
to
missed
yes,
like three of those
my
games
nose
too,
is
bro.
stuffy, bro, but it's all good. It's
I
been
think I
quite the
missed
ride,
like
though.
three.
I mean, watching the games with the boys, with the fam. I mean, it's always fun, but this year's been different. Host nation, and yeah, bro, it's been unbelievable.
When Mexico gets eliminated, the World Cup's not the same though. That's just facts, right? Like you feel that vibe too, or no? Like when we get eliminated, it's kind of like like we watch it because we love the sport, Like you want to see the big teams and the big players play.
You just
But
want to
once we
make
get
me sad,
eliminated,
huh?
like it don't hit the same. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't.
I
Or am I
mean,
just tripping?
no, definitely, definitely. I think Mexico or Mexicans were carrying the vibe for the World Cup. I mean, let's just be real. Look at it now. Lot less Mexicans, a lot less party. Um, of course, they're going crazy in Spain. Of course, they're going crazy in Argentina, etc. I know they got a boatload of Argentinians in Miami. Like, there's definitely the hubs, but I don't know. I feel you. Ever since Mexico and Colombia, we had to shout them out. The parties, I don't know. It's gotten serious because everybody knows it's crunch time. Like I said, the most important part of the tournament is here. Three of these teams are gonna place. Ultimately, it'd be kind of crazy to see. I saw a tweet earlier. It'd be crazy to see Yamal and Messi play for the third place, and I was like that's a possibility, bro. Because honestly, it can go anyway. I really think so. France is clear favorite, pero los favoritos nunca
France is a
siempre ganan,
favorite
bro. I
as
mean,
per
at one
Vegas.
point, at one point, Pumas was favorite last year, so
We're
it's
like
not always
not
the
even
favorite, bro.
5 minutes.
It's not always the favorite that wins. What happened? What happened?
Not
Oh
even
yeah,
five
yeah, yeah.
minutes in, you're already talking
Y'all
about
got y'all
something.
got y'all got left in the semifinals. I can't
Yeah,
relate. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yo, we
Hey,
got
we'll see.
raw.
We'll see you guys in the final though. I know, I know. On some, I don't want to start cussing too early, but on some questionable calls. Like
Nah,
we
it's
got,
all
we,
good.
it was a play where we got it called on us. It was a penalty, and then it goes and happen in your guys' game, and you guys don't get it called, or I don't know. It's just,
It's because we're not part of Televisa, bro. I've been trying to tell you guys.
I mean, I guess we just joined up, so I better be patient. Ojalá que se venga la octava ya. Con fútbol o con que se la compren. I'm over it, bro. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Make a
All
wish,
jokes.
brother.
All jokes. Hey,
Is it
we
your
will
birthday
see you
today?
in the final, though. We'll see you in the final.
Is it your birthday today?
No.
So you can go make a wish, you
Oh my god.
freaking.
Why did I answer that? I should have known.
But yeah, brother, 4 more games. It's crazy. World Cup's almost done. Crazy. I think it's been a good World Cup, honestly. I think I wanted to mention something really quick that I think we missed last time. I think for me, bro, I don't know how you feel, was the first time that a lot of Mexicans, whether you watch the sport hardcore like we do with the Liga MX, whether other leagues, I think it was the first World Cup where I witnessed so much like camaraderie, bro. Like you could go for Puma, you could go for Atlas, you could go for LAFC, whatever the case is. But like it was the first time that I felt like, you know what I mean? And I want to say it was cool to see. I don't think we mentioned that last episode, and I thought it was really cool. Like, bro, I had people that are straight America Twitter like posting about like Piojo, posting about Tala, and I haven't never seen that. It's the complete opposite. So I just want to give a cool little shout out to that. I think now we go back to F Atlas, F America, F Cruz Azul, and definitely F Pumas. Because you know what, we're done. I don't need to be buddies with you guys anymore. It's over with. 13's coming home December. Run it, run it. But I wanted to give a little shout out to that. I thought that was really cool. I think it's how it should always be.
See you
Once
guys
the
in the
selección
final.
is playing, this goes like this once the selección is playing, and it should be like that all the time. You know what I mean?
Facts. No, that's
But
facts.
I just wanted to give a cool little shout out to that, bro. I don't know what you thought. If I'm just tripping or you know what I mean?
It's definitely a heartwarming thing, as a football fan. You're like, damn, bro. It's beautiful when we come together. But ahora, lo que es, bro. Club
Back to
football,
business.
true colors come out. We'll see. I
Now I
definitely see a lot of side picking for sure. I mean, with these semifinals, with the World Cup at least, a lot of people are saying it's Barca and Madrid. A lot of Barca
Madrid where?
players on one side, a lot of Barca, Madrid heritage on the other. You haven't seen any of that? I mean, bro, we
Madrid, they
got
got
we,
like 2 players.
but
Oh, but I guess you
one
just
of their
got
players the best in the world, bro. Let's be
it's
real.
because they just got Judeeeeeeee and all that stuff. That makes sense.
Right now he's Himothy, bro. El Kylian.
You know what? I think before we recap really quick this little France game and everything like that, because you brought up the Madrid Barca thing, I think I had to give a crazy shout out, bro. And I know you're not expecting this. You're probably gonna be like, "What the heck is he talking about?" But there's one player that you know how I feel about him, who's making a lot of noise, and I want to give my prop from props is due. Hey, Jude, player of the KO. Yes, easily. And what I mean by that, he showed up every single game, whether it was a goal, assist, or just straight doing what Jude does. Wow. And I got a super hot take, bro, and I don't know if you're gonna like this, but I think not just at the KO stage, I think he's the best player of the tournament as of right
What?
now.
Oh my god.
I don't
I'm
know if
I'm
you're gonna
buying
like
this.
it,
I'm buying
but
this
hear me
stream right
out,
now.
hear me out, hear
I'm
me
about to
out,
end
hear
this
me out,
stream right now. I'm about
hear
to
me
end it.
out. You know how I feel about Jude, but hear me out, bro. One thing I'm gonna do in this podcast, when the ball is good, the ball is good. Bro, in the group stage, he showed up at least 2 to 3 games. Kane did his thing that one game where he kind of saved them in the third round of 32. But before those goals, he was balling.
I don't
Round
know.
of 16, who showed
I
up?
don't know.
Who
I don't
showed
know.
up?
I don't know. I don't know. I
Quarterfinals,
mean,
who showed up?
I think he's been one of the best of the tournament, bro. But bro, he scored 3 tap-ins. That goal that he got, that individual one,
I don't want to
bro.
hear
It hit.
Tappan's.
No,
Wait, let me
listen,
pause you.
listen,
Let me
listen,
pause you.
listen. No, no,
Hold
no,
on, let me pause you. Let me pause you. Let
no,
me pause
bro.
you. Really quick,
Listen,
really quick,
it
really
hit
quick.
a camera, bro. It hit a
Hold it, hold on, hold
camera.
on.
They
Yeah, we'll get to
complained
that.
about
That's
it.
crazy. But let me pause you
Like, what
really
are we
quick,
doing,
really quick.
bro? No,
Let me pause
before
you really quick.
anything, I'm gonna tell you, just like the Beatles, all that "Hey Jude," super, super forced and
Okay, it's
just
fine. Let me
overrated.
pause you really quick
The
though.
Beatles and Jude, overrated. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to
No,
hear
no,
it.
no. Let
Don't
me pause
mention
you.
them in the same sentence as best players of the tournament. I'm sorry, because that's
You know how I
Messi,
feel about
that's
Jude.
Kylian, that's Haaland. Please don't mention them. Don't mention them, bro.
All right,
I'm,
that's fine.
I'm sorry.
This is debate. We get it. This is beautiful. This is what I wanted.
turned into a
This is
debate.
what I wanted. This is what I wanted.
This is what
But
it turned
hear me
into.
out. Don't talk to me about tap-ins in a tournament that is hard to score because a goal scoring machine, Ronaldo, is not to bring him up. The guy that has the most goals trying to pursue 1,000 goals has scored 3 this tournament. Jude's at 6. How much does Jude have just in the KO stage? I'll ask you, pregunta.
4? Is it 4 or more?
You got 4 of them, bro. 2 versus Mexico,
3
3
tap-ins
versus
and
Flags.
1 goal that should have been, in
It
my
doesn't
opinion.
matter. In this
What do you
tournament,
mean? Oh my!
in direct, no, not even this tournament.
It's the most Madrid
In
player of all
Liguilla,
time.
in Liguilla, in a Copa del Rey, in a UCL, in a FA Cup, when it's go win or go home, the tap in stuff for me is out the window. Bro,
That's
you need to
valid.
be
That's
there to
valid.
begin with. Secondly, a goal that's a tap in gets you to the next round, bro.
I think
So don't.
I
I'm
think
gonna have to
Gordon
back
has been
you
better
here.
this World Cup for England, bro.
Who's been better than Jude?
Harry Kane, Gordon, Jude. That's
Kane.
what it's been for me. What I've seen for England, Harry Kane has been the one that's bailed them out, bro. Same old Jude, bro. He can only score on tired legs, bro. Go look at the footage and tap-ins and all these black
I don't know,
magic
but I
goals that
don't
they
think that
get because
first
they're
goal in Norway was
hitting the
nowhere near
cameras.
tapping.
You didn't see the goal. You didn't see the
Oh, I
goal.
saw it hit that's crazy. But that first goal was not a tapping. That first goal was I'll do this myself because England had no answers of nothing. No Kane, no Gordon, nothing. The first goal. Now there's a lot of debate, a lot of topic, a lot of conversation with the fact that it touched the sky camera cable. And why is this not making so much noise with the media? What's up with that? But God forbid it's Argentina because whoo, wow. But bro, to finish off that this little topic, this little debate really quick, dog, you know and I know to score you gotta be there sometimes, bro. And if you take away, like, just think about the panorama with England. You take away the goals, right? Their best player has been Jude, bro. Their best player has been Jude, up and down the field doing what Jude does best.
I
And
know,
then
bro.
this kind of ties into the debate of I think he's the best player in the tournament. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was like, I think he is, bro. I think no one's had the same impact as him. Just to begin with the knockout stages, if you really think about it, like yes, Mbappe's doing his thing, he's scoring. We all expected that. Messi, we didn't really expect it. He's balling. But like in terms of straight backpacking, there's one player and one player only, and it's Jude, bro. Like Kane's done his thing, I agree. But the fact that the group stage ended and this fool bagged 4 in the KO stage, bro. What were we saying about Ronaldo? One of the best goal scorers of all time. Hopefully he gets his first one. This guy got 4, and we're not gonna talk about him being the best player of the tournament? Now we moving the goalposts, bro.
I mean, I guess so. Bringing up the
You hate
numbers. What
Madrid.
what
You
what
just
can
hate
we say?
Madrid.
But
You just hate Madrid, bro.
I mean, he's such a Madrid coded player, bro. Scoring goals from assists from a camera, tap ins. I mean, cool, bro. Guess what? That only gets you so far. Why?
God forbid. Hey, God forbid
Why?
he eliminates him.
Why? Because the final boss of going against all this fluke, make believe, industry plant, all that little noise, you got to get through him first. I don't even have to say this guy's name because you already know. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it right there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay,
Final boss. Final boss. Can you do it, Jude? Neymar couldn't do it. Kylian couldn't do it. Cristiano couldn't do it on the biggest stage. I mean, I'm out in the Jude. Don't talk to me about Jude Bellingham.
okay, so I knew that was gonna piss you off.
Don't
Honestly,
talk to me about Jude. I don't want to. I don't want to
that's
hear it.
awesome.
Harry
That's
Kane has been
awesome.
better for him. Gordon has been
I don't
better
know,
for
bro.
England. That's my
I don't
opinion.
know, bro. I would love to debate that. I would
I
love
just
to
don't think.
debate, bro. I would love to debate that this is probably the best player that has backpacked England in a World Cup, at least in my lifetime. I'm not gonna go behind because the first World Cup 2002, I mean, I wasn't really aware. '06, I have a lot of memory of
Drop
Mexico in
comments. What
particular.
do you guys think? What do you
But
guys think?
like,
Who's back back
I
in
would
England?
like to defer him
Who
being
is
the
back
best
back in England?
player.
Let us know in the comments. Is Jolie smoking? Am I on one? I don't know.
Le pegó un
You
toque al
guys let us
grifo or
know.
what?
Nah, I think you did, bro. I think you did. I think you did,
Okay,
but
to
it's
stay on
all
this
good.
topic really quick before we move on. All right, I'm gonna die on the hill right now before the semis that Jude is the player of the tournament, at least of the knockout stages. At least, who's your player of the knockout stages then? Here come the Glaze, boys and girls.
It's crazy to say that Messi's still in this conversation.
Insane to say.
Um, I I think he's up there for sure. By far the best player for Argentina. I mean, his stats are insane. But I think Kylian, bro. Like I said earlier, he's that guy right now, bro. I'm serious. I think so. I don't like Madrid players. I don't like Madrid, but this guy, I respect him, bro. He shut me up. He shows up when asked. Hat trick in the last World Cup final. The one before that, they won it. Pretty sure he scored in that one too. This guy means business. Look at the numbers, bro. I mean, in
Well,
half, I
unfortunately
think
though,
I
we're
think
not
in
talking.
less than half of the World Cups that Messi has, bro, already has a goal less than him. So,
Bully,
bro, you got to give respect where it's due.
bully,
Not even Ronaldo could do that, bro.
bully. We
Kylian is
talking
better than
about
Ronaldo. I'm so
right
sorry.
now, bro. We talking about this KO stage. I don't care about 22, 18, 1993. Who's the best
I
KO?
think I
Kylian
think it I think it's tied between Messi
and
and
Kylian.
Kylian.
But like, if
I
you
think
had to
so.
pick one, like your money's going to one.
I think Messi, bro. I think Messi, bro. He's 40, bro.
I think,
From Kylian, I think this is phenomenal, bro. I just said I think he's gonna surpass Ronaldo. Como si nada, bro. That's my opinion. People might flame me, but I don't give a damn. Look what he's doing, bro. In less than half of the World Cups, or I think in half, bro, he's already a goal short of Messi, top scorer.
yeah, and a
And he
half.
might
Yes.
do it this World Cup, bro. He might do it this World Cup and go and win it. There's no arguing with that, bro. There's no arguing with that.
Damn. I
I mean,
think,
what are you gonna tell me, bro?
bro. I
Who else
think
has been better?
no. I think I would give you Messi before I give you Mbappe. And it's not that Mbappe's not playing good or anything, but I think why I picked Jude is because the backpack of what he's doing with England. Like France hasn't really even had a team. Like you could say Paraguay, but we all knew it was like they were gonna win that game. Paraguay is just gonna play their ball. You know, it's gonna be an ugly dub. And then who else did they play? They like it's just been like you kind of expected it. There's really no like right now versus Spain, and we'll transition really quick because now we'll go to the Spain matchup. I don't think we don't even have to get into quarters. People know Spain advanced, France advanced, England advanced, Argentina advanced. Cool. We're in the semis now. With Mbappe though, it's kind of like Dembele. Like Dembele's been balling too, you know. So it's kind of like I don't really necessarily feel any backpacking, and it's not to say Mbappe's not having a good World Cup or Dembele or any of the French boys, but it's like in a world where Jude is doing what he's doing with an England team, is it's a little more heavier for me. Same thing with Messi. You know, like Messi in another like level is carrying Argentina realistically, and that's why I went with Jude because those are the two players that I had in mind. And I was like, well, I think Jude's more beneficial or not beneficial, more un escalón arriba just because of what he's doing. Like I'm going as far as saying in my lifetime, I think he's the best player I've seen England in one World Cup, really. And he's only 23, bro. That's what we're missing here. The kid is 23, you know, or 24. He's definitely not older than 24.
You ever seen that video of
Taking evidence of
The
bullshit.
Man U guy and the Arsenal fan watching a game, and he says that Declan
Who?
Rice was a better set piece taker than Beckham?
Who?
You ever seen that meme video? No, you haven't seen it.
Well, I mean, if that's what
He
he's
said
saying, I mean,
he
I don't
said
even want to watch it.
he said take your drink and get the
If that's what he's
fuck
saying, I
out
don't
of
want
my
to watch it.
house, bro. Get out of here with that, bro.
Nah, if
Get
that's what he's
out of here
saying,
with that.
okay. But look,
I don't know
look,
what's
look,
going
look.
on.
I'm gonna stay on Jude again
I
really
don't know
quick.
what's going on.
I'm gonna stay on Jude really quick, really quick. Hold on. Let
Let
me
us know in the
check.
comments who's been the best for England.
Hold
I
on. Let me
think
say
it's
it
Harry
like, hold
Kane. I think it's Harry Kane. This guy thinks it's Jude.
on. Okay, there we go. Fix my
Oh,
camera,
I don't know.
bro.
No, you're making your camera tweak by what you're saying, bro. It's trying not to record all the stuff you're saying.
I hate this tracking stuff, bro. I
I
don't
mean,
get
don't get me
it.
wrong, bro. I do think he has surpassed his expectations, but bro, for Mbappe to
I hate
surpass
the tracking stuff.
his, bro,
Anyways,
I
wait.
I do think he's been surpassing his expectations, bro. If you
Wait, hold
ask
on.
me, bro.
Hold on. My last topic, and I swear to God, I'll stop talking about this Jude stuff. Bro, people are going to say Rooney. People are going to say Beckham. Cool. Those are household names. I agree. But in none of the World Cups that they played, did they touch 6 goals in a World Cup. In none, and this is just going off the top of my head of what I've seen. Like maybe the stats are wrong, and I'm just talking out my, you know what I mean? But bro, he has 6 goals, and 4 of them things is in the KOs. Meaning, if I don't score, we go home. I don't know, man. Tap ins or not, it's cool. At the end of the day, like I said, for me, you know how I feel about tap ins. Like, all right, bro, you're cool. You get a tap in, cool. Like, good job.
Yeah, I mean, you got
In
to
a
score him.
direct elimination, I don't care none about that. Because if it's Chivas in a Liga final to lift to 13 and we score a tap in, I don't care about the tap in. We won it all, right? Argentina wins 1-0 versus England. It's a tap in from Messi. We don't even care that it's a tap in. It's like you won. You know what I mean? So again, Rooney, Beckham, those come into my mind, but I know for a fact none of them had 4 goals in the KOs. And to begin with, none of
The
them. Hold on, let me finish.
disrespect to Harry Kane. Until I
Wait,
see Jude with the
how many goals Kane
World
have?
Cup top
How many
scorer
goals does Kane have?
trophy, I
How
don't
many
want
goals
to
does Kane
hear
have?
nothing.
How many goals does
I
Kane
don't
have?
want to hear nothing. I don't know. How many
Two.
how many
Two in the
tops
KO.
how many botines
Two
de
in the
oro?
KO.
How many botines de oro for Jude at a World Cup? How many botines de oro for Jude? Top scorer. How many? Who else has had one? Put some respect on Harry Kane, bro. I
Is
don't
he?
want to hear it. I
But
don't
what
want
are
to
you
hear
guys
it, bro.
going
I don't
now
want to hear
though?
it. I don't want to hear it. I don't.
Yo, but we talking
Harry
about right
Kane
now
carries
though.
England. He's been doing it, and he's still doing it. Harry Kane is the face of England right now, bro. In
Okay,
my
how could you
opinion,
say? Okay, how could you say he's
on the
carrying?
field, off
How
on
could
the
you say?
cameras, in the runway, I don't care about that. Yo estoy hablando de fútbol.
But how could
England
you say
doesn't
he's
get to
carrying though
this
if they
stage
both
without
if
Harry
they
Kane.
both if they both have 6 goals? How could you say he's carrying?
Who who has 6 goals? Kane.
And Jude and 4. Okay, so
That's what I'm
that's what I'm
saying,
telling
bro.
you,
Put some respect, bro. Put
bro. But
what Jude is doing is
one's a world,
impressive, but
bro. One's a world class striker in his moment, and the other one just came from one of the weakest
okay.
tournaments or
The
seasons of his
the
career.
argument
I
the
would argue.
argument I think it's valid, bro. Maybe some of the best you've ever seen. All right, and maybe this World Cup, but I don't know, bro. Outright, like, bro,
Bro,
we've
they're
seen
tied in
Harry Kane do
everything.
this, bro. We've seen Harry Kane do this.
Yo, they're
We've
tied in
seen him
everything.
do
I,
it.
I was curious. I was curious, and I want to go look like the goal contributions because I know they both have 6 goals. So I was like, all right, let me see the goal contribution. They both have 7, bro. Like, and again, Kane's balling, bro. I agree with you, but I mean,
How old is Jude? How old
essentially
is Jude?
way.
23, 24,
I think I saw a
entering
tweet
his
that he's
prime.
23.
Harry Kane hitting a ridiculous second prime.
No, I would say
I
this
don't know.
is his
Come on,
prime.
bro. Put some respect,
I
bro.
wouldn't say his second prime. I'd
Put
say
some
this is
respect.
his prime.
I don't like seeing this any of these guys' faces, bro. I hate Harry Kane.
Jude's
He was being a
23,
baby
bro.
against Mexico. He was a
Jude
nightmare, bro.
just turned 23, bro.
I mean,
He's a
bro,
'03
don't
baby,
get me
dog.
wrong. Potential, he's definitely got go potential. I think a little overrated, but again, like you said, he's scoring, bro. The numbers are there. He's tied with Kane in goal contributions. That's insane. And like I said, we're talking about England's best ever player in our era. To me, I think to most
Who?
people, bro, Harry Kane.
Kane?
I think so. I mean, he's backpacked over time. In my opinion, he's backpacked this tournament. Jude is tapping in the most important time, but overall, bro, I think what Kane does, dragging a couple players up, putting that pressure on top of the pitch, when that's not there, he drops down. And don't get me wrong, I'm not brushing aside Jude. All right, I'm gonna put the biasness away. I'm gonna be unbiased. He's been sensational, bro. He has
bro. I think,
surpassed my expectations. He's doing it. He's
bro,
doing it.
bro,
But
if
the
he
best that we've
eliminates
seen, I
Argentina,
don't know. You guys
if
let
he
us know.
eliminates,
You guys let us know.
bro. Okay, I was gonna to finish again my last point. I know I said that, but to finish, I didn't get to finish it. We've never seen England get to this stage in particular, right? In our lifetime, at least. And this is the second time in their lifetime of England's career as a whole as a nation, outside of '66 when they won it all, right? You cannot tell me that they didn't get to this stage because of Kane. Can't. Because we're going directly to the game before, went into elimination, and who showed up? I know Kane didn't get a goal or an assist. Who scored versus Norway, bro?
Game, bro.
Wait,
England's taken them to the semis before, bro. That's all I'm trying to say, bro. That's all I'm trying to
wait.
say. England's got a top scorer trophy at a World Cup 2018. I don't know.
You know how I feel about Jude to
Jude,
begin with,
Jude,
bro. I
I
think
think
he's
is
overrated as crap too. But like I said, I'm gonna be unbiased because this is me watching ball. And me watching ball, I think he's the best the best player of the KO stages for sure. And of the tournament, it depends because if he goes on and scores again versus Argentina and eliminates them, and then they go on and they win it, whether he scores or not in the final, papito, hay que hablar uncomfortable conversations. Not about no goat stuff,
until
none
that
of that.
happens,
Just,
bro.
just
I'm just
football.
assuming this is clickbait.
No, no,
I'm just
absolutely
assuming
not.
this
This
is
is
clickbait.
this is straight watching ball, bro.
Gordon has been better for. Oh my god. Whatever. We gotta move on. We're gonna argue
Gordon,
for the whole day.
Gordon's. Come on, bro. I love the fact that you bring up Gordon though, because you absolutely are completely against Gordon signing him.
Jude is a fluke.
He's just.
Jude is a fluke. Jude is.
But let us know again. Do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment when you hear these crazy debates. Let us know. Am I tripping? Is Cachetti tripping? Is Bolly just being a Madrid hater? Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments. But we'll move in. Or move in. We'll move on. I got another cool little debate for you. So the matchups for the people that don't know the casuals, it's England versus Argentina. But we already talked a little bit about England, so I'll go to Spain, France first. Spain, France is our other matchup. Yo, I got a little stat for you. Our Wonder Boy, your Wonder Boy, Lamine Yamal, 5-0 against Mbappe in direct elimination games. The Euros, woo whatever. I'm not going to get into stats of which games they are, but 5-0 when it matters most, elimination wise. Who you got? What you think? Perspectives? What do you think the game's going to be like?
I think.
No te enganches, morro.
I think France is gonna do it, bro. I think France is gonna do it. I would love to see Spain do it, but France is tough. I think France is making 3 finals in a row. I really think so. Not taking away anything from Spain, bro, but they kind of play awkward football sometimes. They're starting to win games, kind of like how we get it done. However, and we're used to kind of seeing them what tiki taka, beautiful football. Now they kind of got some ugly wins, but they're wins. Historically, yeah. I mean, se han estado padreando a Francia, you know. But like you said, man, I don't know. They got them.
What do you think then?
Elise dishing out passes. I don't know.
If we were to go prediction right now, what's your prediction? Who comes out alive of that?
I think because the teams know each other, though, I don't think it's straight like a blowout or for sure France. I do think Spain could get a result. I think either Spain, if Spain wins, bro, I think they're gonna have to do it in 90 minutes, bro. Kind of just shock them and then make them fall into their game. Spain's probably one of the best in the world at doing that right now. Um, if France keeps their cool though, they keep their engines running and do what they're meant to do. I do think France probably wins this 3-1, maybe.
Damn.
If Spain gets the result, I'm thinking a 1-0.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. I think so. I think so. I'm
I'm
leaning more
very.
towards France, but you never know, bro. You never know. We've seen awkward games from France. I mean, the World Cup final was the most awkward one because they were quiet for 80 minutes and then out of nowhere, I mean, we know what happened. But
Do you think we're like, how would I say it, like undervaluing the Spain team now? I mean, we only conceded once.
I mean, I don't think so. Like I said, at the end of the day, they're getting the
3-1
wins.
is
And
kind of
I'm
like,
saying important wins, not just like important wins, you know? I mean, they're coming off of, they just lost to Portugal, unfortunately. But besides that, I mean, they won the Euros. You know, you want to kind of rewind time, and they have a good history of performing in big moments. But at the World Cup, though, that's for sure. They've been debatable, shaky, inconsistent, whatever you want to call it. But for a team like Spain, I don't know. Now I feel like it's kind of like we'll get the job done somehow. You know, if we tiki taka our way through, or we get bailed out by a Marino or Rodrigo banger that has nothing to do with our play. This guy just did it out of nowhere, and ultimately, I don't think that's going to be enough for France.
so
But
you
do they
got
know
France
do they
winning
know how
this.
to beat them? Do they know how to beat them? I think so, but I don't know, man. This France side, World Cup France, World Cup Mbappe, and World Cup Olise. I mean, this guy's going crazy, bro. Shout out Olise. You told me to
Has he
look out for
scored?
him.
I don't think he scored
I
yet. I
think
know
he
he's
has,
assisted,
no?
but I don't think he scored yet though. But yeah, bro, I don't know. I'm so 50-50. I'm 50-50 with all the matchups. Like, I like to get into these bets and screw the bookie over or whatnot. I'm very 50-50 with both matchups. Like, a part of me thinks England does it to Argentina, and a part of me thinks Spain does it to France, bro. Like, I don't know. I think we're not really evaluating the teams and like the way they play too much. Like, France's biggest threat, this is my perspective from me watching the games and whatnot. France is raw. France is really good offense, but everything defensively, everything from the mid down is super shaky. And what I mean by that, like, not saying they don't have good players. Like, they got Saliba, they got the Bayern player. I don't even want to say his name 'cause I'm gonna say it wrong. Like, they got good players. Conde's over there, whatever, right? But me watching the games, bro, France, if you play them defensively, like if you play them smartly, and I'm not saying go park the bus, I'm just saying be tactical with it. For example, what Paraguay did. Paraguay knew like we gotta smack them every chance we get, meaning fouls. Cool. We're gonna close up. Cool, and we're gonna try to get a couple counters. Cool. Now you add that same philosophy with more of the perspective of your break is Olmo playing Yamal and Alex Baina's probably gonna be your winger if Nico's not fit. You're now more of a threat, right? And where I think France is so like beatable, bro, they don't have the player that can clearly split the lines. Yes, Olise is a crack, but Olise has also shown us that he needs to have a little bit more space. Then he's gonna filter and he's gonna dice you up. But they don't have that player that's gonna split the lines essentially like and break down Spain, bro. Spain in this tournament, there's one thing to give Spain. They don't concede, bro. And yes, you could say they haven't played anybody, but I mean France hasn't really played anybody either, so it's like if we're going
They're
that
talking
narrative,
they're
you
talking
know,
crazy about that. They're talking about Argentina has got a cakewalk. Is it Argentina's fault that Colombia choked?
I think it's
Is it
hilarious that you just
Argentina's
brought up
fault that
Argentina.
is it Argentina's fault
You're never gonna beat the
that Uruguay
allegations,
choked?
dog.
Like, come on, bro.
You're not gonna beat the allegations,
Come
bro.
on, bro. Nah. I just think it's crazy, bro, because people don't know their history, bro.
It's because people are
Like
casuals,
they don't
bro.
they don't know their history, bro.
It's not even history. People are casuals. Like, for example, Argentina was supposed to play with Uruguay. Argentina was supposed to play at Colombia. Like, I mean, if people want to talk about these narratives, I mean, England, who has England played?
Pretty.
Mexico was our biggest threat, you could say. But what do I
That's
know? But
and
I
that's
think it's
Mexico,
crazy
bro.
that you cut up
That's
Argentina.
Mexico, bro.
You're hella funny, bro. You
We've
crack me
said
up.
enough about Mexico. I don't.
But Yeah, bro. I think France. That's you crack me up, bro. You're never gonna beat the Argentina allegations, dog.
I do think the group was a little sus, bro. I do think the group was sus. But after that, bro, like, what can you do? What can you
Crack me
say?
up, bro.
What
20 years
do you
old,
think about that?
running up.
What do you think about the whole it's set up for them?
Setup of what? Like what setup?
I know you're talking about the group or the teams. Like, I don't think you respect them. So that's what I want to hear. I mean, these people don't respect these teams. They don't respect Egypt, even though they're saying Egypt should have won. So what's the logic?
I think,
I want
bro.
to know what the logic is.
I think to kind of go back a little bit. I think, for example, Cabo Verde showed the world that we could play, and I think
What did we say, bro?
what's the president's name? Infantino. Oh my goodness, you know what China and all these other countries are saying right now? Like, bro, please make it 64 next World Cup. Like, you see what Cabo Verde is doing. Imagine us who have
Bro,
bigger resources.
we've
Like,
been said it. These smaller teams are gonna have to do, or they're gonna have a big part in this World Cup, and they did, and people were mad at it. And who did it benefit? Might have benefited
Infantino,
Messi. It
Argentina.
might have benefited someone else. Ultimately, bro, if they're on some straight scamming shit, bro, they should get investigated. Ultimately, bro, because we want to see a fair game, bro. I've spent my life being tormented by
I
watching
just think
offsides goals by Madrid to win UCLs. So I know what that's like. I truly do. And if these sons of bitches are guilty for match fixing and all that, they should be brought to justice, bro. They
I
really
think
should, bro. They really should. Up until then, though, I mean, what are we gonna say? Julian's goal was rigged. They helped that banger go in. They've been helping 39-year-old Messi. I don't know, bro. I mean,
well to begin with, bro. Like to your
all the
group
big
stage
teams get
knowledge,
help, bro. What happened?
that you're kind of bringing up or whatever. I mean, France has had even a more papita ass way to get here. To be honest with you,
I mean,
I
come
mean, they
on.
had Norway was their biggest threat and they benched everybody. That's Argentina's fault too. But I don't really want to get into that. People are just casuals and that's just clickbait. That's just rage baiting or whatever the case is. I do think though, bro. Again, I'm very 50-50 on these matchups, dog. I
I
look
hear
at
you.
these lines because again,
I
I
hear
like
you.
to bet. I look at these lines and I'm just like, damn. I don't know. Like, I think that's a good. I think that's a good play. But then I'm like, I can kind of see France pechando, you know? Because again, Spain's conceded one goal, bro. Like,
Hey, should I?
that's a topic in these times where your legs get shaky. That matters, bro. Like when you get those, bro, the lights are bright now, bro. So it's like I don't know, man. I think it's easier to say like I don't concede as opposed to like I score so much because like for example, France like we saw how goalable how easily accessible they were to get scored on. Now you add Yamal, like who I think is due. I think that's where if Yamal was having a good tournament the way we've been talking about. Because I was thinking about today. It's not that he's having a bad tournament, he's just not contributing to no goals. And that makes him look like he's having a bad tournament. Because that's what we want. We want an assist. We want a goal. Again, we were just talking about Jude. Like, why is our star player not performing that? And okay, we could say he's out of rhythm, he's been hurt. I don't care about that because if you're playing full 90s starting and you're playing 80s, I don't want to hear no injury stuff. Like if you're playing, you're playing. So I look at it, bro. Yeah, my low key is not having a bad tournament, but he needs that. He's got like right now, he's got to be the guy to produce an assist or a goal. Like you have to be thinking that. And if that player shows up, that's where I'm like 50-50. I think Spain does it to them.
Shout out your mom. 19-year-old Jit just turned
Just
19
turned 19
today.
today. Happy birthday, King.
I mean, besides Mbappe, I've been said this. The most protected player on earth. France could have won the World Cup without him, but that's gonna be a topic for another day. Bro, Ronaldo didn't score till he was 23. 23 in a World Cup, bro.
Well, look what Messi did too. His
Messi
stats,
didn't
bro.
score till he was 21. And you expect me to believe someone that's already scored this World Cup, someone that's been getting triple teamed, and they're still getting the game done because of it. Why? Porque he pulls players, jala jugadores. That disrupts their offense. Therefore, we get Merino scoring. We get the next player scoring. But I think it's just casuals, bro. With all this stats, and don't get me wrong,
But you just have to
we,
produce
we
more,
we've been
though.
seeing stats. We've been seeing some stats. But again, bro,
He does need to produce more,
give
though.
him some time. I
Okay,
mean,
that's fine. That's fine. I think
bro,
he's
he
got
just came back from injury, bro, and
his
and
leash is long. We all agree
he
there.
wasn't even supposed to play the first game. What happened?
The first
They
three he
showed
was supposed to
they
play.
showed signs of trouble. They forced him into the game because maybe he was 70%, 75%. I don't know.
Well, he wasn't supposed to
I
play the
don't know.
first three. But again, bro, like you're playing. It's semis now. Like we don't want to hear that. I know we're Barca fans and obviously want him to be healthy to start the season off, but like we
Yeah,
don't want to hear
absolutely.
that as actual fans
I
of the
mean,
sport. We don't want to hear
I
that,
love
bro.
it. I love it though because at the same time, bro, if he was sitting, I mean, yeah, just the injured card. But a lot of people would be saying, "Where's Yamal? Where's
Well, I
he
mean, you're
at?
hurt
Wasn't he
though.
resting? Wasn't he resting towards the end of the season? And what? Didn't he get hurt for?
Well, he
Oh
was
no,
hurt.
it was during the season, right?
Yeah,
I
he
thought it
got
was
hurt shooting in
international.
PK.
He did.
He didn't play like since like late March, I think, for us, bro.
I should say something, bro. I'm pretty sure it was muscular.
Yeah,
I
he pulled a
mean,
hammy.
cut the boy some slack. I mean, he already scored a goal before all your goats did. So I mean, I don't know what else to say, bro. I don't know what else to say. He sent France home,
But I think
made Rabiot do the ice spice, made Mbappe.
he's 5-0.
I don't want to
Five.
hear it. I don't want to hear the slander. I do think people want to see more goals and assists, but watch football with your eyes and not on TikTok. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. It's the truth. Yamal is the truth. He really is. And you're right. If there's a game for him to show up, it's now. But this guy's got at least three more World Cups. I'm
We can
tripping,
say.
bro. Probably 4 or 5 more World Cups, bro. At least four. At least four. So give the boys some time.
Yeah, bro. My
Just they got
camera's
they gotta
straight
they gotta
tweaking
get off
today, bro.
18, 19 year olds meat.
But
Seriously.
I do again. Yaman shows up. I think it's GG's. I just he's just different, and the reason why I think it's GG's is the fact that
I like
you
that.
can't really score in Spain. And the reason why I think if he shows up, and what I mean by showing up is similar to what we just did the Belgium game. Like he had a couple spots where he was going at him, and you
That's
could tell no
bro,
mano le cayó el gol, and that sometimes happens. That's
bro,
normal.
that's Yamal though. Like I'm telling you, bro, I can see it. He's not firing at full cylinders. When this man is firing at full cylinders,
Well, we've all seen it,
I
bro.
mean,
We
what
all,
what did he
well,
what did he do? At
but that's what I'm
17
saying.
years old, he carried Barca to the semis.
But that's what I'm saying though. If
Carried
that player shows up
carried
on
Spain to the Euros.
Tuesday, they play tomorrow. No, that's
Claro que
Tuesday,
sí, but I do
bro.
think about everything, bro. I mean, he's not injured, bro, but I don't think he's 100%. I don't think so.
Me neither. I think
And
there's something wrong with him.
like you said, ultimately, bro, they want results. We're at the stage of the tournament where it's the business.
Sit down, bro.
Yeah, literally,
I'd
that's what I was
rather
gonna
someone
say.
say I'd rather someone
Put
say
him on
que
the bench.
Petach
We'll see
didn't
how
get
it
hurt.
goes. Yeah,
I'd rather someone say he was scared and he was hurt. But it's like I'd rather someone say that than you go and you don't perform, don't show up. Because then it's like then I don't really have an excuse for you. But I think if he shows up, bro, it's a problem. I think if he shows up, it's GG's. And the reason why, again, because he's going against who's their left back? Digna, whatever his name is. He just got signed today to PSG.
no
That's
way.
that's
Digne is still
Papita,
playing.
bro. Papita. And if you want to go Teo Hernandez or Leo Hernandez, I don't even know which one of the brothers it is. That's Papa too. So that's gonna be a crazy matchup, bro. I don't
Damn.
know. I think to give you a prediction, who do you got? You said 3-1 France, no? You standing on that?
Yeah, give me 3-1 France. We'll see how it goes.
Man, I think
What are
I'm
you
gonna do,
thinking?
I think I'm gonna go 2-1 Spain, bro. I think Spain goes through. And now my debate is in extra time or in 9. I don't know, bro.
Spain.
I think Yamal's gonna give me the game that I've been wanting, and he's gonna do it when the lights are the brightest, bro. That's what I think. Now I could be biased because I'm a Barca fan here, but that's just what I think. I think he thrives in these scenarios. So it's like, all right, kid, the bus is yours again, and he's just gonna, vámonos.
So it's
But
gonna be Messi and Yamal in the final to you.
well, now we'll move into England, Argentina. England, Argentina, a lot at stake, bro. A lot of people don't know. Those two countries absolutely hate each other. And I'm sure you have your stats and your facts on why they hate each other. So I'll ask you, Bully, for the people. Why do those two countries hate each other?
I'm not gonna get political, but there's the Falkland Islands, Las Malvinas, all of that situation. I'm not gonna explain. We're
Wait,
not
explain because I don't know
historians,
what you're talking about,
but
honestly.
all right. So
I was like, I have no idea
so
what
the
you're talking about.
Falkland Islands, bro, used to belong to Argentina. It's off their
Okay,
coast,
bet.
and
Bet.
England straight, you know, they took it over and they raided it.
Cuello?
A bunch of their people,
Damn.
like bad, and not just like soldiers, like the
Yeah,
people.
like,
You know what I
they
mean? The
took over.
people,
They took
bro.
over.
So when in '86, bro, when they play that final, there's a famous speech. I think they even put it in the Maradona movie. He talks about how they need to show up for those people, bro. That it's not just a football game they're playing; it's more than that. And ever since then, dude, I mean, I've seen England fans that they hate Maradona. They hate him. We all know why. Hand of God. And then he goes and scores a crazy goal. So it's just, I understand. A lot of hate, a lot of tension. Like I said, some of it's political, a lot of it on the field. Now, bro, it's crazy, bro, because we get right there's that background, but now it's modern day football, right? And both teams have had pretty good evolution. Ultimately, now, right? They've earned themselves a spot, bro, in the
That
World Cup
86
final,
too, that's when he scored.
or sorry, the semifinals.
That's when he scored the handball, no?
Yeah, hand of
So
God.
there was a
And
lot tied into that. Damn.
so right
See,
now,
I only
bro,
knew about the
and this
handball.
ever since, bro, this is their first time playing ever since in the World Cup.
That's crazy, bro.
So
What is that like?
what a story.
40,
40 years, bro.
60?
That's
No.
that's 40 years because '86.
Yeah, I'm tweaking. Yeah,
40 years, bro.
gonna get to math, but yeah, man. I only knew about the handball. I didn't know about all the other stuff. That makes a lot of sense because I just saw a tweet today where it's like saying what Maradona said, and I'm obviously not gonna say the bad words of what he said, but it was pretty vivid what he said, and it was like, well, that makes a lot of sense why they literally hate each other. There's a lot more at stake than just a la redonda, you know. So I think I think I got two takes. One take, Scaloni stops doing what he's doing and he starts playing the jits because he has. Today I was thinking, I was like, why have I not seen Simeone? Why have I not seen Nico Paz? Why have I really not seen Lo Celso? And what I mean by it is like I feel like they've gotten in trouble. Like they're not producing. Like the recambios are just like man for man, no, not really changing too much. Like Lautaro comes in and it's like you're not really changing too much. Like it's player for player. Realistically, Lautaro's not gonna come and create for you. You take out Molina and you put in Montiel. It's like man for man. It's the exact same thing. Maybe Montiel comes in a little bit more, but so I have two takes. If Scaloni does what he did in 2022 when he started bagging on Enzo and McAllister, if you guys remember correctly, he kind of went away from the older guys and started playing the newer guys that were up and coming, and they took over completely with Paredes in the mid. If he does that, like if Enzo and McAllister aren't producing and he goes Nico and I don't know, let's just say Lo Celso for the sake of the argument, where it's two players that are getting give me the ball and I could produce. I could get the ball to Messi. I could get the ball to Julian. I could get the ball out wide. I could shoot from outside the 18. I think Argentina does it to him because I just think England's gonna pitchar. I think England's gonna play kind of like scared essentially. I think England has so much
Primos,
to lose
Pecho
here.
Frio.
Yeah, I think
international team I have ever witnessed, bro. Maybe
I
the
think
most Petro Frio team I've seen.
Arsenal.
And this is a whole nation of players.
I think Arsenal's
If
up there
if you
too.
know, you know. I mean, we have Harry Kane, Saka.
Petro
I can keep
Frio.
going, making field
It's
goals, bro.
because
They must have been watching too much Sunday London football in the international games, bro, with the Jags or something, bro. Because they're when it comes to it, bro, puro, and I mean that's all we've seen. I don't think they do it to the final boss. I'm sorry, a lot of glazing. I don't care. Look at the stats. I'm sorry,
yeah,
bro.
I think that's
They
what
just came from going to a final and winning it. They got that championship feeling. Scaloni knows what it's like to get it done. I'm not gonna say Tuchel doesn't, but this is a different beast, bro. And ultimately, I think Argentina still plays better football. No disrespect to, but England almost folded to Mexico, bro.
you're so dramatic.
I'm serious, bro.
Hey, wait,
Like,
hey,
no way people actually think, no way people
wait,
actually think England's beating Argentina.
wait. So this is where I was
No
going with
way,
it,
no
though.
way.
This is where I was going with it, though, because if Scaloni doesn't adjust, and you know ball, you know tactics, like you have to play teams differently. Uh, in England, on paper, like you just mentioned, a lot of players on paper they have a good team, right? And from what I've seen from Argentina, they look shaky, bro. Like they are really bagging on one Messi play, and I think it's incredible that Messi is still doing this because, bro, like man, I know they ended up winning 3-1. Julian scored an absolutely banger. It looked like me when I used to play when I was 7 years old in the field. But banger. And then Lautaro, obviously, that's just like Switzerland, like, dude, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, it's either you tie or you get the 3-1. It's very normal, right? But it was 1-1. And it was 1-1 with the aspect that Messi had a corner kick. And I'm not to glaze Messi, but it's like on paper, again, it's Messi's doing something for a goal contribution. Okay, you look at that, and then you look at the rest of the game. They didn't do nothing again, bro. Nothing. There was times where I was like, Switzerland's gonna win this game, bro. One ball. When they tied it, I was like, one ball and it's over with. And then the red card happens. The red card's the right call. We saw it against USA versus Paraguay, so I don't want to hear none of that rig stuff. The right call. I actually am very in favor of it. Quit the flopping. But anyways, bro. So if Scaloni adjusts to it, I think Argentina's just so much better, and they're gonna kill them just because of this. Just because of their mentality, bro. They're gonna adjust with players and with their own mentality. England's already gonna do what you're saying. England's already gonna be like Las Nalgas. You know what I mean? And it's just like, damn. Now I see the other scenario though. I see the other. I see the other scenario though, where it's like Scaloni doesn't adjust. Scaloni keeps trying to die with Ansel Magali said in the same subs he's been doing. I don't think England wins in 90. I don't think England wins in OT. I think it goes to PKs, and then that's a coin flip. So I see a scenario where Argentina handles because Scaloni adjusts like the good coach I think he is.
PKs.
Bro, it's because
In no universe do I see this happening, bro.
bro,
Argentina has a better
Argentina's
team on
shaky
paper.
though.
Argentina plays better football, even when they're in a terrible state, like you say. When they have to rely on their big players, their players come through, and I just simply think they do it better than England. I just think there's no way, bro. There's no way for them
Jude's
to
not gonna
lose
let me
this.
down.
I don't know, man. I think England might put up a fight, bro, but nah, no sé, bro, no sé. I mean, it's definitely gonna be a dope game. It really is, but
I think
Argentina, I think they're gonna get the job done, and I think with a win like that, bro, doesn't
I
matter
think
who gets in
Scaloni
front of them,
has to
bro.
adjust way.
Doesn't matter who
Like
gets in front of them. I think Argentina's taking it home, bro. I think
you,
so.
so you think Argentina's wins it all?
I think so, bro. Cause look, France is the favorite, bro, and like I said, the favorite doesn't always win it, bro. I might be jinxing them, maybe not. Could just be superstition, but bro,
So you got Argentina
I'm gonna
beating
die
England.
on this hill. Argentina still plays the best ball, even when they're looking like garbage, bro. They're still getting the results, and that's what matters. Shout out Spain. That's why they're where they're at. They haven't played the prettiest football,
Shout out
and
England with their
they're still
what
getting it
happens.
done. They're still getting it done. They've gone. Both of these teams have gone to go win silverware playing like that, bro. And I think that matters most. I think it really does. Not taking away from France, but I think compared to Argentina, like you said, they go kind of gray sometimes, and right, you do have your Mbappe and they got your Dembele, your players to rely on, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't see them going as gray or Argentina going as great as France. That's my opinion. But who knows? We'll see, bro. I mean,
So you think
predictions are
England
always
does
wrong.
it, or Argentina does it to England? What's your prediction there? Obviously, you got Argentina winning, but like, if you were to give me a score line, or does it finish at 90? Does it go to OT,
I
PKs,
think I think it goes overtime, extra time.
and they do it in OT, or what?
I see something similar. Nah,
That's what I'm
I
saying. You see
just
how
remember
you're thinking
Metro
about it,
Frio
bro?
are, bro. I think it's like 3-0,
In 90?
3-1. Jordan
That's not
Pickford.
that's
Jordan
that's not
Pickford, bro.
that. Yeah, Pickford's booty, bro. And we
Jordan
just saw it
Pickford.
last game. What a
Jordan
bro! I watched the
Pickford.
game with my dad, the England game versus Norway, and like I was just laughing because I was like, bro, this fool literally just had a world class
He had the
performance against
best
us,
game of his fucking life
and
against
now he comes
Mexico,
and he's
bro.
like, I can't believe it. That
And that was
my dad
barely enough to bail them out. Barely
is
enough.
obviously doesn't know where he plays at. He just watches Liga Mekis mostly, and I was
England won
like,
because of
bro,
their
at
quality and
Everton.
our coaching decisions.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, at Everton, like, this is normal. Like, this is Pickford. Like, he gives you two, three good saves, and then he gives you two, three like straight mistakes. So
Eat it.
I was just laughing. What a. I mean, that's soccer though. That's what I'm telling you, bro. That's what's so beautiful about the sport. That like, some days you come out and it's your night, bro. Like, man, that's what I'm saying.
I
Tomorrow, I
think
think
Messi
Yamal's night.
puts two against this
I
guy,
think
bro.
Yamal's night tomorrow.
I think Messi puts two.
Messi puts two, and Yamal gets it done, and we see Yamal versus Argentina, and it's a win-win. Ooh,
I don't know. I do see a World Cup final rematch. I do see
I
it.
don't want to see
But
that.
that's my prediction, you know. I think
I
the
don't want to see
world
that.
would love to see that, bro. Bro,
Bro, I wouldn't.
for all the people, yeah, but bro, for all the people that actually missed that game, hold on, let's take a moment of silence. If you missed the 2022 World Cup, but I know those same people would love, love, love to see Mbappe and Messi. They would love to see it. It'd be the biggest final of all time, as if we didn't already see one. And
If we'd have to be hypothetical and just move on. All right, Argentina goes through, France goes through. Because we're obviously not we're gonna record again next week. So the final already happened. Argentina takes it, I'm assuming, from your perspective. Easy,
I think
90?
again, bro. I think again,
PKs?
France sees gray, they freeze up, and I think Argentina doesn't. I think they don't let it
That's
happen
what I
again,
hate
bro.
about them,
I
bro.
don't think so, bro. I don't think so. They're not gonna make those same mistakes. I don't think so. People will talk crazy, bro, just when it fits the narrative. But low key, this Argentina side compared to the last World Cup has been a lot more disciplined, a lot more. Even in intense games for them, I think they did have
Let me
a
stat
harder
check.
trail last time, but
Because I don't remember them getting scored
I,
on this much.
I think they've been a little more disciplined. I think I'm referring more to like them keeping cool, bro. Them
Oh, okay. Okay.
keeping their structure, right?
Okay.
Not as much cards. Um,
Gotcha.
People want to look at every minute thing, but bro, you're gonna go find 10,000 hours worth of details on Madrid. So trust, bro. I got something for it. One for one. I got y'all, bro. For real, for real. But I mean, let's look at it for what it is, bro. Like I said, Argentina's been playing the best ball ultimately as a team. It's not what you got; it's kind of how you do it. France still just gives me those gray areas, bro. And I think this Argentina, when they smell blood, world champs.
And they back to back would be
I
crazy.
think they're just gonna punish them, bro. I think they're gonna punish them.
I think that's the likely final. I think like I don't know. I that's just me. I don't know what the lines look like in Vegas or not. But man, back to back, bro. Imagine if he scores, bro. Okay, let's just say France wins for the sake of this last topic that I have for you. Let's just say France wins it all. Let's just say Dembele scores another one and
Very
Mbappe
possible, by the way.
scores.
Very
Very,
possible.
very
I'm not.
possible.
I'm not saying it's not.
I
It's
think
just
if
our
we were to
predictions.
I think if we were to give France Argentina, I think France does it to Argentina. I just think again, unless,
The
like I said,
rematch.
the same thing that I said about the England game. If Scaloni adjusts playing Jits, because you obviously need to have more offensive threat, then I think Argentina does it. But I'm gonna go off hypothetical and what I've seen. I think France does it. But
I
bro,
don't know, bro. I don't know. Let me stop you there though, because I mean, all finals are different, bro. But to me, if you ask me, in a final, bro, at that, especially in a World Cup, UCL, like if you're not solidified with your 11, and I don't care who it is, bro. I mean, we saw it last World Cup, bro. They folded in 20 minutes. They subbed out Giroud and Dembele. I don't think
that was
Argentina does that.
crazy,
I
bro.
think Argentina just knows their identity. I'm not saying France does, but France is like just kind of all over the place, and you don't know when, like, who's gonna go off when. Usually Mbappe, but if he gets shut down, maybe Dembele, Olise might dish out. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this Argentina ultimately might overwhelm them. I think they know how to play against this team.
I
I
think
think
France doesn't
Argentina
want to
gets
see
it done,
Argentina
bro.
though. Now that I think about it, I don't think France wants to see Argentina.
I don't think they do.
You know what I mean? I don't think they want the like. Yeah, a lot of people like to talk about it's your revenge and all that, but then you start seeing those ghosts that you're talking about, and a lot. And I started thinking about their team, and it's like their team is completely different. So essentially, it's not really
That's the
even a
thing, right?
rematch.
They got
It's
so
just
much kind of
essentially they
right,
have a lot of new players in that starting 11. Essentially,
and
kind
that's
of.
where I think the identity is so important, bro. Like if, and I'm not saying you can't win a cup like that, a final, but to me, bro, you need to have that
Four
solid
new
identity
players.
going into, like, right, I got this plan, and then right, the game might go two, three different ways. So for those each of those routes, you need to know who you're gonna sub in. Not, I might try this guy out. The World Cup final is not the stage to be doing that, bro. You need to
Facts.
know, and that's what I respect about this guy Scaloni. He knows his players. I think
That's funny. So we have complete different
Scaloni,
narratives.
I think Scaloni has bailed out Argentina, which is great. I would love to have a coach like that because I think with better coaching, Mexico plays this semifinal, and that's where experience just comes into play, bro. And bro, you choked the hardest on the biggest stages, bro. Everybody thought France was gonna run it up. Everybody thinks they're gonna run it up. What happened last time, bro? History repeats itself. France got to get past. I mean, to get to their probably their biggest ghost, bro. They got Spain right there, bro.
I was about
They
to
really
say.
do, and I do think they're a favorite. But
I was
los
gonna
juegos se
say.
juegan, bro. The games are to be played, bro.
Wally, I was gonna say. I mean, that's a good line. Like right instantly when she said that, I was like, his biggest ghost is not Messi. His biggest ghost is tomorrow. If we talking about head to heads, if we talking about whose team is whose, it's clearly Amal's team, whether he's balling or not, and it's clearly Mbappe's team. He's balling,
Read that. How
and
much?
I don't think his
How much is
biggest
that?
ghost is Messi, bro.
How much is
I
that?
think his biggest ghost is tomorrow. So
8-2. That's Yamal's record on
5-0 in elimination,
5. I didn't
meaning
know that stat. I did not
five
know
and
that
zero. So
one. That's
meaning
insane.
if you take away like a La Liga game or like a UCL group stage game, I don't know when else they played. 5-0 direct
Man,
eliminations, country, and club.
it's gonna happen again, isn't it?
I think so. That's what I'm telling you. I think my kid is
You know
gonna
what? You know what I'm referring to?
he's gonna show up tomorrow, and then it's gonna be a whole lot of
Yeah,
chatter
that play
that
might
people are gonna
happen,
be
but
like,
I'm talking about the bigger picture, bro.
"What are you talking about?"
We really might have the next generational player at Barcelona with Yamal. The truth, bro. I think it's gonna happen again. It's all happening. I think we're even more stacked with La Masia players.
With
I
Gordon,
think I think it's gonna happen again. I think it's gonna
who's
happen
balling,
again, bro. I think
and Yemi. Yeah, man.
we've lived to see Barca's golden era, bro. I don't know, man. Even since I was younger, bro, I've always thought we're gonna see probably a real golden generation. I hope so. Barca's definitely got they're the size of a club that could do that. Unfortunately, we got terrible financial decisions, but Barca's the biggest club in the world. That brings the best talents, bro. That's why we produce the best. We have the best, La Masia, they're the best. Everybody knows that. And I think it's going to happen again. I thought on the way out with this last generation, it was going to be Messi and Neymar. It wasn't. That's why we haven't seen a chip in a while. But you know what? I think it's
So
going to
you,
happen again, bro. I think we're going to see something good, bro. Might be calling it early. I just see it, bro. I see it. I mean, you got your
God hear you,
Fermins, your
brother.
Pedris, your
God
Valde. I
hear
know,
you.
I know you're hating on that guy, but dude, trust. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg,
Who
bro.
hating on who?
Valde.
I don't want to get into that.
Nah, no. You,
To
you
finish
you guys
off
get the
this,
bigger picture. You get the bigger picture. I definitely see
yeah.
some big things coming for our Barca fans.
Hopefully,
Keep your
God
head
hear you.
down. Stay loyal.
God hear you because
We
it's been a
going for him.
long way for that UCL, bro. But bro, okay. So to finish off this World Cup talk, again, it's
Yes,
gonna
sir.
be our last talk of the World Cup
My
until
fault. My fault. I got a little distracted.
that was beautiful.
That was our Barca boy, bro. I had to. It just made me think about him.
Hernán
I
los colores,
really think
bro.
it's gonna happen again. I really think it's gonna happen again.
I want to ask you just quick. You got Argentina winning it. So Sunday, Monday, when
And
we're
on it.
recording again, Argentina is a World Cup winner. Yeah, just quick. Yes or
Yeah.
no?
Just looked up. I just imagined it.
Started
I
thinking
just I
about
just imagined it, bro.
it. So yeah. So
I think
2026,
so, bro. I think so.
Bonnie's pick. Argentina's winning it.
I mean, I'm gonna stand on it, bro. I said it at the beginning. That was our first prediction, and I mean, here we are, bro. It's Argentina,
I'm
France,
gonna
Spain, and then who else did we say? I think it was like Brazil or
Netherlands.
Germany. I think I said
Netherlands.
that, and then you said Netherlands. So I mean, we're right there, bro. We're right
Yeah,
there.
I think it's the first time in the World Cup history where the top four, like before the World Cup started, or the top four, like actually ended up being top four.
But yeah,
So there was no
yeah,
upset
with
in
the
that.
top four ranked teams, right?
Yeah, like there was
That's
no
pretty
upset.
crazy.
That's pretty cool. I
Imagine
think, bro.
just betting on that. Like if you're a
I think
casual and you're like, I'm gonna bet on the four best teams to make it to the semis. How much do you think that
they're
that
probably all
payout would
plus
have been?
money,
A
bro. I
huevo.
think I'm gonna go. You're not gonna like this. No, I think you'll like this. I think I'm gonna go Spain wins it all. I think we're talking about Spain gets their second World Cup. I think my Wonder Kid, Wonder Boy, shows up, gets it done, handles tomorrow. Argentina, I don't care. Argentina or England, I don't think. I genuinely think France, Spain is a winner. That's my take. So we'll see. So Boli Goli got Argentina back to back.
Holy
Kachetti
moly.
got Spain. That's our final say on this World Cup. We'll be talking about it on Monday. Boli, the best league is about to kick off on Thursday. And I got two quick little news for you before we start talking because I want to ask you about Pumas. Essentially, not to go dabble too much right now. To the viewers watching us, like, comment, subscribe. Not to dabble too much. Two news broke today before this episode started. Both with one of my enemies, Atlas. Diego Coca steps away a couple days before the league starts. That's Atlas coach. So Atlas again gonna go into misery.
What's
Good.
going on over there?
Love that. And to add to that misery, Jorge Sanchez signs to Atlas per Cesar Melo.
It got
So
done?
this European stuff that these people like to talk about, go over there to the smaller leagues and produce. Well, he's coming back. Not even 8 months later, he's coming back. There you have it. There you have it.
That that's just our cycle, bro. FMF, Liga MX, Grupo Caliente, Televisa. That's Mexico's number one enemy, bro.
Again,
It
that's what this
sucks. It
episode.
sucks.
That's
You
what
don't want to
this.
see it. I definitely think Jorge Sanchez could still play fourth, fifth tier in Europe. That's still better, bro, because you can work your way up, bro. You can have a good season. Now you're playing in the championship. Now you're playing in
No
Belgium.
mentality, bro.
You're
No
playing in
mentality.
Hungary, but I don't know.
No mentality, and
It sucks, bro. It sucks. I'm telling you, it's that money, bro. Yeah, yeah, the greed.
with that, with the
Ni
money talk,
modos.
we'll go
Ni
into
modos.
this. We'll go into this. because I know, God forbid, Chivas doesn't go and try to get Johan from Europe. I don't know. Let's just say, I
Who?
don't know who else is in Europe balling. God
Who?
forbid. No,
No,
no, I'm just.
don't mention
No, no,
Johan.
no. Listen, hold
No,
on,
I'm
hold on,
kidding.
hold
I'm
on.
kidding.
Now, hold on. Where I'm going with it, it was just going to be another example. God forbid it's not Chivas going for one of these players that either is projected to leave or is over there already balling like a Johan, and then we want to, because we got the bread. Yo, come back. We need a center back, right? God forbid it's not Chivas because the ruckus, the noise is insane. And where I'm going with this, that no stadium have an ass team. Congratulations on your last season, great season. Eric Lira, 20 M's to Monterrey is really a hard rumor right now. Very, very 50-50. And again, God forbid it's Chivas because you know how that noise would be. And I know the noise you would give me alone. Not even Twitter, you alone. Like, yo, you guys are really doing this? Eric Lira right now is rumored to go to Monterrey for 20 M's. They're trying to pay the clause. Again,
Look, I'm
FMF,
kind of
Liga
mixed
MX.
about it, bro. I'm kind of mixed about it. I've always thought the bigger teams, right? Big four, historic ones. It's okay for them to have them players, but that was back then, bro. Like that's where you can maybe still see. I mean, now we still see Liga MX players for the national team, but is that ideal for us? Is that gonna have us compete world class? No, bro. And the fact we're still seeing that, bro, Monterrey, Tigres, ni se digan, like, come on, bro, Toluca. It's just it harms the sport. I get it. They do it for trophies, but the trophies come, bro. And again, I do think the bigger teams, all right, even if it's like a coming home party, right? I don't know, Edson going back to America, all right, it kind of makes sense. But at the end of the day, bro, when you see young players, I mean, Jorge Sanchez entering his prime years, bro, like Chino Huerta, what are we doing, bro? He's going to Toluca. He's gonna be a Toluca player, bro. Not officially confirmed, but I got my sources.
It's like
He's
95%.
going, bro. He's going, and it just hurts. Not because I'm a Puma, not because he's gonna be scoring against us. I've been there, done that, bro. It's the Liga MX for crying out loud. It's the development of our sport, bro. It's para que Chino would be going to Spain, going to the Premier League, but no, bro. Vamos para atrás. With these signings, we're going backward.
And
That's why I said,
that's
what's
kind of
going on with that last?
that's kind of what I think I was talking to Danny about it. And I was telling him, I was like, what stops Mexico from coming up with a pact? I don't know if I brought this up last episode. Mexican teams coming up with a pact, like, you know what? We just saw what we could do and accomplish at a World Cup. We were minutes away from moving on. You know what I mean? We're now ranked ninth out of 10 in the World Cup, right? Like, we're ninth out of all these other nations. Cool. Like, that's pretty spectacular. What's stopping the Liga MX from being like, hey, you know what? We're not selling between each other if it's a prodigy player. If anything, these prodigy players have to leave, and we pay the fee for them to leave. Like, what's stopping them from doing that? And then
I don't care
it's
about
instantly
titles no
shut
more,
down.
bro.
It's instantly shut down. You know why? Because again, you have Monterrey coming and dropping 20 M's on Lira's clause, which the clause is that high in case a European team wants to come.
Wait, so they've
Liga
paid it.
MX.
They just all that's missing is player negotiations.
Wait, what'd you say?
Are you saying that they've paid, they put the bid in, and then it's all if the player wants to negotiate or what? Like,
So
is that
yeah,
where they're at?
so essentially, that's kind of how it works. So for example, like
That's crazy.
Lira, this is just rumored. Like this is what's happening. This isn't official or nothing. But so what's happening or how this works is, for example, it just happened with Chivas and Chicote with Cruz Azul. So for example, Cruz Azul has a clause on Lira, but it has it super high in case a Liga MX team wants to come f around and buy him, and and let's just say okay, Monterrey is like, all right, here's the 20 M's, but that's not gonna go through unless Lira on the other side of it is already saying like, yo, it's good, like we'll negotiate the contract. It's what happened with Chicote. So Chivas is telling Cruz Azul, hey, this is this clause. Cruz Azul comes, pays the money, But before they come and they pay the money, they're negotiating with Chicote, like, how much do you want? What do you want this and the third? So Chicote essentially has to agree. So in this case, Lira essentially has to agree on his. It's kind of like the Julian situation. The player has to kind of agree on the side, and then here comes a club and pays the other club, and then well, you paid me my fee, he's yours, you know. And it's just rumored, so it's not fully going into effect, but it's like the fact that it's rumored, bro. So I was going with this. Cruz Azul essentially puts that high clause on Lira in case Liga MX wants to f around and come buy him. You're gonna pay him so much, and Cruz Azul would be dumb not to buy him. Anybody would be dumb not to let him go, right? But that's the whole point of it. Because now if a team comes, it's so much cheaper. It's probably like 10, you could say. And that's where I think again, Liga MX, I love it. But as far as like trying to develop the best Mexican soccer, which we already should have at least one World Cup with the products, the players we produced, you're never gonna beat it because the money's too good here. Why Argentina hate us? Brazil hate us? Ecuadorians hate us? Because we're the rich kid on the block. And I don't want to get too deep into that, but that's just Liga MX for you guys. And it's insane. Monterrey, I hope you guys don't do it. Cruz Azul, I hope you guys let Lira leave. If that's his desire, because we know how it goes. These players don't want to leave. So,
How much do you think Lida goes for today's game?
to Europe, it depends who comes calling. I think if it's like a Holland, like a Netherlands, like a Belgium, Denmark, like one of those, I think it's like between 10 and 20, maybe 15, sweet spot. It's because like he's a crack, but he's also 26. Like he's also a short six.
That's
So
true.
there's like a lot of factors that factor in with
I
him.
think
So
in Lida's specific case, because of his World Cup, I think he'll be a kind of like a special case in regards to. I think some teams they might fight over him a little bit. So I do think he'll go a little over 20 mil, nothing exaggerated, but I do think 25, 30. I think it's a
that's
bargain,
too
bro.
high
For a
though.
player that he play, I don't know though, bro. He was showing up. He was
No, he
showing
did
up at
show
the
up, but
World
I,
Cup.
I think I
And
think,
I think for a midfielder, the way he showed up, I think that's cheap, bro.
but
And I
I just
think you
think you
might
have
get
the
one team
numbers
that
too inflated. No,
I don't think
he's
so, bro.
Mexican to begin with. He's 26. I think he turns 27 this year. You're not talking about a young prodigy either. Like for
I
example,
mean,
my take is
apparently he gave the supposed best player in the tournament he
it's
gave him
because
a
that's
hard
that's kind
time
of high, but maybe I'm wrong.
telling
Maybe
him.
you're right.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
I think it's
Gordon was
around there.
70 M's.
But any
So I
look
don't know.
any right, but any other
So I
player,
don't know.
you're
You
right.
know,
They're
like
Mexican, and the teams put that buyout clause. Most Mexicans don't perform at the World Cup like Lida did. That's why I mentioned that,
as
And they're
facts.
not going to have the
It's like
situation.
a gem.
They bring up the price right to 7 to 8 M's just so and so doesn't buy from the same league. When in reality, this guy's worth 2.5, 3.5 at most. And
Nah,
and
like 10.
the
I'll
teams
say 10.
come.
He balled out.
No, I'm giving an example, right? On your average, right, Mexican player with
Okay,
this
bet. Got you.
situation,
Got
right?
you.
And
Got you.
then they got this 10 million release clause, and it's not just for the Liga MX. It's the release clause for the player, bro. So when these teams come knocking on the door, and it might be a player they like and they follow, then they go and see their release clause. They're not gonna pay 10 M's for that because they're gonna go to Brazil and get a kid for 4 M's. They're gonna go to Uruguay, pick up some
Ooh,
Argentinian kid, and that's what everyone else is doing, bro. That's why Mexico
ooh.
falls behind, bro. We don't take note of that.
And I'll give you, and based off what you just said, bro, you know who Barca just signed today for Barcelona B?
What was that?
Josue Caicedo from Ecuador. And I bet you they spent less than 3 M's on that player.
I said
The
though. Oh,
winger.
I thought you were
The
talking about
winger.
the Chelsea guy.
No, no, he would not go
He
for three
played
M's.
that bad. They got him for that low.
No, for real, that'd be sick though. I'd be hyped. What? You kidding me? But no, perfect example though. A player that's a prodigy from Ecuador. Okay, you're not probably coming to the first team, work your way up, but he probably got bought for, I kid you not, 1 to 3 M's. If that, bro, because he's not even going to the first team. He's going to Barcelona B, so I guarantee he's probably even cheaper. But yeah, man, I think that's what's sad about Liga MX. And again, like for example, if Chivas goes and they buy Lira, like obviously I want Lira on my team. I'd be crazy to say I don't. But if I'm looking at it from a standpoint of we just saw what Mexico did, obviously I want him to go somewhere else. Now, say no one comes knocking and Cruz Azul's thinking about re-signing him, then yeah, I would want a Monterrey to come in or a Chivas to come in or a Pumas to come in, right? Like then it makes sense.
I can
But
see this guy at like a
it's just
Wolves,
sad.
bro. At like
It's just sad, bro.
a Premier League team. We're talking about a player of
Wolves in the
caliber
second.
that could play in one of the best leagues in the world. And the fact that he's getting rumored with Monterrey, what are we doing, bro? We're going
That
back.
that that pissed me off, bro. I'm not gonna lie because it's like here we go again, bro. But whatever,
I
bro.
can't wait though.
Right?
I can't wait though, because you know, once all this transfer rumors, I mean, not rumors, but just all the chirping, it's gonna come down, and the league's gonna start, bro. And I'm super excited for that.
Yeah. So we'll transition hella fast. Thursday starts.
But yeah,
2 games Thursday. Necaxa versus Atlanta. Atlanta comes back after I don't know how many years. Good to see them back. TJ
don't
versus
stop,
Tigres.
don't
That
stop.
opens up on
They
Thursday.
robbed us. They robbed us in '08.
That opens up on Thursday. But I don't really want to get too deep into that, like the games, because against more World Cup we'll be worried about this weekend
We'll have time for
outside of the
that.
Chivas game. I have one little cool dynamic to finish off, bro. And I was gonna ask you for your top eight. So if you know off the top of your head who you think finishes top eight, cool. If not, I just want to know one prediction for Pumas. Pumas ends up where? What's your prediction for Pumas as a Pumas fan? Pumas fan Chicote and Cordoba, by the way, for the spectators. And give me your unbiased. Give me like your like,
I do
because
think.
you're a
I do
fan, so
think.
there's gonna be fans watching you. So I want you to be
I do
dead,
think
dead
Pumas
ass with it.
performs. I don't know. It's weird to say, right? Because of the situation, I think Pumas performs better in the league, and somehow will end up third or fourth place, right? Because a lot of the teams they had some of their players taken away. I mean, that was LIGA, but if you know, you know. I feel like the end of last season, it was just kind of weird. The whole going into the World Cup, a lot of these teams reforzándose, especially America. I mean, accordingly to them, it's been pretty embarrassing for them. So you're gonna see a big turnaround from them. Tigres, I don't know, but generally, I think they always figure it out. So because of that, all these teams, I think the competition is gonna go back to where it kind of was, And I'm just kind of being real. That helped Pumas a lot last season. That's why we got to the final. We overperformed a lot, and it almost got us all the way. But I do see a lot of holes in not necessarily our game. I think our game and philosophy is all right. It's just we need a little more depth. I mean, it doesn't compare to some of these teams, and I think that's ultimately what we need. That's what Pumas needs. They're doing kind of okay. It's just kind of just like another season in terms of transfers. So yeah, I see like a third, fourth place finish.
If you
I
had
don't
to give
know.
one though,
I think once it's
like this is
'cause that's
essentially
for the regular league. Once
so.
it's business time though, I think we get back.
So the reason why I ask you is because I'm gonna write this down to see how close we get right at the end of the season. So like if you had to give me your number, third, fourth,
I give me fourth.
fourth, Pumas
Give me
finishes
fourth.
fourth.
I know my team, bro. I know my team. It'd be very hard
I mean,
to
home
replicate
field
what we did.
advantage, home field advantage in the Liga, so that's not bad, bro. Fourth, that's not bad.
And I do think, yeah, I take back what I said. We still got some holes in our game, honestly. I think it's just kind of like the attack because our defense wasn't that bad, bro. It really wasn't. Um, I think up until one point, I think for like 30% of the season or so, I think only Toluca and I think Pachuca had a better defense, or it might have been Cruz Azul. I think it was
It
Cruz
was
Azul,
us.
and then
It
and
was
then
us.
was it?
Yeah,
But yeah, because I got confused with Cruz Azul. They were doing hella good, and then they kind of started going down towards the end. But we all know
but
they
yeah.
picked it up and they won the chip eventually against
So
us.
Pumas
But I do think, yeah, Pumas.
fourth.
I think fourth.
It's not a bad. That's not a bad. That's
Kind
not
of
a
in the
bad.
mid. I mean, that's just me being real, bro. Of course, I'd want to see them be first of the table, but it's
That's not a
tough,
bad
bro.
hit,
Like
bro.
I said, Toluca, Chivas se está reforzando bien. Cruz Azul, I
So
mean, they got the most expensive team in the league, so they're stacked, bro. They really are. I don't think
who?
they're really losing much players besides Lira, Cruz Azul.
As of today, we're the
So the
most expensive
competition
team.
is gonna be tough. What happened?
As of today, we're the most expensive plantel. But a lot has to do with it before you start yapping. A lot has to do with what we just got for the players that came from the World Cup. Because I think it's like an M per player, and we had five of them, so that had a lot to do with
Fire.
it.
Well, and their value goes up, bro. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it goes
exactly.
up.
But
Yeah.
okay, so Puma's fourth, and I want to ask you really quick, and then I'm gonna give you mine. Where do you see? So who would be your one, two, three instead of I was gonna say give me your Chivas prediction, but give me one, two, three. And you don't have to get into depth because we're already an hour 25 in.
I think
But
Toluca, Cruz
Toluca's
Azul,
one, two,
Chivas,
three, and then Pumas four.
Pumas,
I'm not mad at that.
Pachuca,
Five,
America,
six. Chivas America prediction of the year is right now from Bolly.
Juarez,
Juarez
Juarez.
seven.
Listen to this take. Juarez.
They just lost Pizarro though. I don't like that play, but fuck it.
Play well
And
though. I
you're
respect.
eight.
This is where it gets a little awkward. Give me San Luis, bro. Give me a tapped in Joao Pedro. Who knows? I mean, I
No
think they were.
Pachuca.
I don't know how close they got to it, but give me a San Luis.
No
Give me a
Tigres. I
San
like
Luis.
that actually. I'm not mad at that top eight. I
Yeah,
think
I
Juarez
mean,
is probably the only
it's
one
a
that
mess
I'd be
at
like.
Tigres. Yeah, Monterrey también, bro. Those Regios,
I was gonna say I think I would
I
take
don't
out
know.
Juarez and put Monterrey just because my boy Matias is out there, but that's not a bad hit. So essentially, you got Chivas as your third this season, and you got Pumas as your fourth. So
Yeah, and I think the Regios spent a whole year outside of. Well, no, because Tigres was in Liga, right?
last season, yeah, we knocked them out.
Yeah, I got
With
that
no
confused. I
team.
got that stat confused. Yeah, no, this
But
last season was the first time Pumas beat both the Regios in like 12 years, bro. 14 years. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. They had us
damn,
in a chokehold for a while, but
it's like us with Cruz Azul, bro. But with that, again, like, comment, subscribe. Boli has Argentina winning back to back. Cacheti has Spain with my wonder kid Yamal gets it done. Liga MX this weekend if you guys don't got
yeah.
nothing to do.
And
Fridays.
and let us know who's been the best player of the tournament. I think that was our biggest debate so far.
That's gonna be awesome.
Let us know in the comments.
Hey Jude. Boli, Liga MX is back. I'll catch you later, my brother. Peace. And fuck Vasco.